at Collect Co. for part 2 of tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know. You can say so by acknowledging with a simple hello. Or hi, or something of that nature. I just got the YouTube notification. I don't know about y'all, but I get an email. I get an email anytime we're live on YouTube, which is pretty handy. I get the email before I get the app notification. That is crazy. All right. Trash is picked up on Friday mornings. We're supposed to roll it out Thursday nights. Yes. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let me share this to the group. I'll give everybody plenty of time to come on. We got people watching on YouTube and Facebook tonight. Post this into the group, part 2. Posted. Let me pull up my restream. Please be saved. Select all squares with motorcycles. It's one of those, are you a robot? Stacy says still awake. Let me reset this. We're back. All right. There we go. All right, I've got my feed pulled up. Hope y'all pull up yours. I'm going to take my mic off. Let me take my mic off for 1 second. Don't forget about the new vinyl bags there. Okay, good. Just don't want you to forget, all right? Thank you. Seth is always in a bad mood. All right. Here we go. Y'all ready? All right, we're back. We're now resuming normal play. I think the Titans have pulled this one off. My $25 is safe. Let's go back through another crate of, well, let me find all of tonight's new vinyl. Let's go through this. Do you have a Mom's Apple Pie? I will try my best to find another one. I know we've had more in the past, so let's go through tonight's new vinyl arrivals. If you hadn't seen those already, now's your chance. I got to do some flip videos and get some people up to date with some of the ones that, some of the new arrivals that have come in today. So, all right. We have Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. This is a gatefold, new U.S. version. That's why we're able to offer it at that price. It's usually they're about $6 or $8 more. The Euro versions that seem to be more available. This is the U.S. version, U.S. press, $29.99. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. We got 4 of those available. New release for Queen. This is technically a new release, as in tomorrow. Queen, A Kind of Magic, 180 gram. Half-Speed Master from Queen. Those are $33.99. I've got 3 Queens for $33.99 each. My last copy of Where the Crawdads Sing. This is a new soundtrack which features an exclusive song by somebody called Taylor Swift. You may have heard of her before. $34.99. 2 copies of the new U.S. version of Nirvana in Utero. This is essentially a new SKU. It has a new release for tomorrow, but it is just a standard Nirvana in Utero remaster single LP, 33 1/3. Those are $36.99. That probably means if I have any UK imports, I'll probably put those on sale soon. By the way, I have a special sale to do tomorrow. I don't want to announce it yet because if I do, y'all will technically be able to know what's on sale. But I'll just say this. If you like new vinyl, tomorrow, I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I have an idea. I hadn't even told Tanner and Seth about it yet. But we're going to be doing a sale tomorrow on new vinyl. You're going to like it, and you'll want to tune in because we'll have some stuff discounted. And a lot of it will only have maybe 1 or 2 copies. So be sure you tune in tomorrow night for that. New Disturbed album. This is on indie exclusive silver vinyl. That is $31.99 for the new Disturbed. Yep, some cops just went by the store. Hopefully they're not after us. Missy Elliott, Under Construction. Missy Elliott is 2 LP. Missy Elliott, Under Construction, $44.99. Kiss, Creatures of the Night. Kiss, Creatures of the Night is $39.99. That is a half-speed master, $39.99. And that's a new release, so that's a new half-speed master from the Kiss catalog. We've had this recently, the 2014 version. We sold a ton of them, and they were like $48.99 because they always cost a little bit more. This is a new half-speed master. And Dolly Parton, Rhinestones, or Diamonds and Rhinestones, $44.99. A brand new career-spanning compilation, 2 LP, that features all of her hits, 9 to 5, Jolene, etc. We pre-sold several of those. If you want to know any of those pre-order lists, I have them right here, which was Dolly. Reggae Power came in, Christmas Greatest Hits. I didn't read the Billy Strings list, but there is a new Billy Strings album out for today. That's Sherry Darnell, Christopher Nagy, Wayne Carr, Chris Crowley, Tracy Poston, Philip Young, Leslie King, Josh Duvall got 2 of them, and Josh Huddleston. Those are the new Billy String albums, and those are in. Got any John Hughes mixtapes? Life moves pretty fast. I do. I've got this version here, which is a 2 LP, $54.99. And I've got the box set. That's $179.99. We've sold way many more box sets than we have this one. So I have this, and I have the box set. There's lots of sales on new vinyl. It's approaching next week is Black Friday sales. So next week we'll have some huge sales, discounts. I'm already seeing some big retailers mark down their vinyl, and it's going to be happening a lot. There's going to be a lot thrown at you with us and other places. Hopefully you decide to shop local. That's what I always ask people to do. But we're going to have some really good deals too. So this time of the year we really try to, what we say, liquidate. We try to reduce new vinyl. So, and vintage stuff too. I've got a crate here of some stuff for us to put on sale. Speaking of on sale, this is a Buy It Now Best Offer crate, just like we ended part 1 with. Buy It Now or Best Offer. From what I understand, Scott, I've got 150 cherry pies being delivered tomorrow. Zach, let me know if you want one of those John Hughes. I can show you the box set if you're interested. I do have some auctions here to get rolling for y'all. This is unfortunate. This has a light warp in it. I don't know if y'all can see that right here. This is an extremely nice, and when I noticed it, I didn't put it through the cleaner. I just hand cleaned it. This is a beautiful copy of Obscured by Clouds. I haven't test plated to see how bad the warp is, but it is warped, unfortunately. That's Pink Floyd, Obscured by Clouds. This is a really clean US copy. It does have a light warp to it. I don't know, $5 start. I mean, it will still play. Y'all know how warps are. Sometimes we've had returns on warped records, and people's like, it plays fine. I just don't like the fact that it's warped, which is completely understandable. Right there's a pretty good angle at it. Slightly warped. And you can fix this. There's some people that have those boxes, and there's even some really high-end equipment where you can fix these warped records. But, I mean, that's a great deal for what it is. It's a really clean copy. Nice cover, too. I mean, if that warp was not there, this would be $40 to $60 record. So, Pink Floyd up for bid, $5. Curious on the box set versus the 2LP. Tanner, when you get a second, yeah, grab me a John Hughes box set. We'll go over that. Okay, so buy it now, best offer on this bin. The Nat King Cole Story, Volume 2, $9.99. $9.99. Here's the John Hughes box set. It's 6 LPs on red vinyl. So it's it has 4 extra discs than that 2 set, 73 tracks, and 24-page book. This version, 73 tracks and 24-page book. This version is black vinyl, 25 tracks, no extras or anything, $54.99. So box set's $179.99, 24-page booklet, 73 tracks, 6 LPs, red vinyl. This is 2 LPs, $54.99 black vinyl. That's the main differences in them. Nat King Cole, $9.99. Let's go through some of these. These are buy it now, best offer. Bruce Springsteen, Cover Me. That is $19.99. Chuck Berry's Greatest Hits, a VG copy, $24.99. This is an early mono copy. VG copy, $24.99. Chuck Berry's Greatest Hits. Richie Havens, On Stage. VG, $19.99. This is interesting. It's a top loader. 2 LP. This Pink Floyd Obscured by Clouds has a light warp in it. And Kyle Morgan has that for $10. Amos Milburn and his Aladdin Chicken Shackers, Rock, Rock, Rock. VG copy of that for $9.99. Electra Asylum September releases. This is an Electra Asylum Records label compilation or sampler. Has Jackson Browne on it, Chris Jagger, Queen, David Gates of Bread, and it's a white label promo. VG Plus, $19.99. Fred says he'll give $20 for Chuck Berry. Sell that to Fred for $20. Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. This is $49.99. This is a Columbia 360 sound pressing. 2i, $49.99. That's about a EX copy, by the way. VG Plus Plus EX. Chris Micah said he would give $15 for this. Sell that to Chris Micah for $15. So high bid on the Pink Floyd is Kyle Morgan's for $10. That's going twice, going 3 times. It's a really clean copy, but it does have a light warp. And like I said, if that light warp wasn't in there, $40 or $60 records. No, this does not have Claudia. This is not a Claudia cover. Luke Mitchell's at 11 on the Pink Floyd. Joe Tex, Hold What You've Got. Joe Tex is a VG copy for $19.99. That's on the Atlantic Dial series label. VG copy, $19.99. Linda Ronstadt, Get Closer. That is sealed, $19.99. A Session with Gary Lewis and the Playboys. VG Plus, $9.99. Traffic, the low spark of High-Heeled Boys. Traffic is a VG copy, $9.99. UJ Miller's at 12 on Pink Floyd. Country Joe McDonald, VG Plus, $14.99. Tonight I'm Singing Just For You. Country Joe McDonald, VG Plus, $14.99. Walter Egan, Not Shy, VG Plus, $9.99. Jay Giles, Monkey Island is a VG copy for $9.99. Jay Giles, Monkey Island. Freddie Hubbard, Polar AC, VG Plus, $19.99 for Freddie Hubbard, Polar AC. Luke Mitchell, so 3 bidders on Pink Floyd. UJ 12, Chris 13, and Luke has it for 14. The Jackson 5, Getting Together with the Jackson 5. This is a VG Plus, $24.99. That's one we don't see too often. Taj Mahal, wow. This is a 1970s repress, $24.99. Don't see his stuff too often. That's in really nice condition though. Taj Mahal, just $24.99. That's a later 70s press. Linda Ronstadt, self-titled, $12.99. This is also a later pressing with the barcode on the back, on that kind of green capital label, $12.99. Bruce Hornsby and the Range, The Way It Is, a special live version, and the B-sides on the Western Sky promo, $14.99. Brent Rabley on Taj Mahal. So high bid on Pink Floyd is now $15 with Chris Micas. $15 with Chris Micas on Pink Floyd. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, Roxy and Elsewhere, $39.99. Really clean copy. $39.99 for Frank Zappa. Journey to the Bliss, Emil Richards and the Microtonal Blues Band, $29.99. This is on ABC Impulse label. Fred has said he would give $30 for Zappa. Sold. Fred Wink, $30. The Romantics, Rhythm Romance, $19.99. Gold stamp promo of that. Strictly Personal Romantics. This looks like a special radio copy. This looks like a advanced pressing for the radio stations. It is. $24.99. Strictly Personal. The Romantics. Procol Harum Live, $19.99. Greatest Hits of the Outlaws is $19.99. Greatest Hits of the Outlaws, $19.99. Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods, $9.99. Chris Micah says he would give $18 for the Romantics. I'm assuming this one, the radio sampler, if that's correct, I'm going to sell that to you for $18. Final Call on Pink Floyd. Chris Micah has this also for $15. Going once, going twice. Hot Chocolate, Everyone's a Winner. That is a 12-inch single, $14.99. Western Swing Music Volume 3, $14.99. Hank Williams, Wait for the Light to Shine. This is $24.99. Earlier MGM record. Should be on, this black label here. Gospel album, $24.99. Kyle Morgan says, HC $10, Hot Chocolate. Sold, Kyle Morgan. Final Call on Pink Floyd at $15 with Chris Micah, Obscured by Clouds, Slightly Warped. Porter Wagner, Country, $12.99. Porter Wagner, Simple as I Am, $14.99. Wells Fargo, On Stage, $19.99. Wells Fargo, On Stage. Carousel label. Love is Strange, Mickey and Sylvia, is $39.99. Don't see this too often. Love is Strange, $39.99. And we have Marvin Rainwater, Gonna Find Me a Bluebird, $19.99. Let's go ahead and sell Pink Floyd to Chris Micah for $15. Nazareth, Raz Anama Naz, $19.99 on Nazareth. The Young Rascals is $34.99. The Young Rascals, original green and blue label. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. David Allen Coe, Compass Point, a white label promo, $39.99. And Yellow, 12-inch single, Oh Yeah, $34.99. David Allen Coe, Spectrum 8, another white label promo, $39.99. Argent Nexus is $9.99. TKO, Let It Roll, is $9.99. Cold Blood is $34.99. Syphis or something like that. Syphisis. Eagles, The Long Run, is $34.99. Nice clean copy. Millsap, Ronnie Millsap, 16 hits, $9.99. Supertramp, Cannonball, $14.99. That's a 12-inch single. Richard Harris, A Tramp, Shining, VG Plus, $9.99. And the Beach Boys, Made in the USA, $24.99. This is a 2LP compilation. Argent does not have Hold Your Head Up. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to read back through those. If you want prices, let me know. You can also freely make offers. I will freely say yes or no. All right, here's another Black Sabbath. Paranoid didn't do so well. We're going to try this one. This has, this is a repress. And this one also has a little bit of water damage to it. This collection, unfortunately, looked like one crate got hit pretty hard. I've done my best to clean it. As you see, it definitely got wet. I tried pressing it a little bit, but I have cleaned it very well. Definitely put it in a new inner sleeve, and I've ran this through the ultrasonic twice. Doesn't sound too bad. I've got it about as clean as it can get. As clean as it can get. Black Sabbath self-titled. So probably a later 70s press. It looked like a lot of this guy's collection was bought mid-70s to the early 80s. So albums from like this originally came out in 69. Most of them are late 70s pressings. So for what it is, you get a nice clean copy, vintage copy of Black Sabbath. It does have damage to the cover and the original inner sleeve. Still nice playable copy. $25 start. Black Sabbath self-titled. $25 start on that. Let me go back up to the front. Eloy. I'm not for sure. Grant Peltzer on Millsap. $5. I'll sell that to Grant for $5. Fred Wink said Jackson 5, $15. Let's sell him the Jackson 5 for $15. Let's see. It's been a humid, wet location for a long time. It got wet, yes. Let's see. I'm going to read through these titles. If you want prices, please let me know, or best offer. Nat King Cole, Bruce Springsteen, Richie Havens, Amos Milburn, Bob Dylan, Joe Tex, Linda Ronstadt, Gary Lewis, Traffic, Country Joe McDonald, Walter Egan, Jay Giles, Freddie Hubbard, Linda Ronstadt, Bruce Hornsby, Emil Richards. These are all buy it now, best offer. If you want prices, let me know. Romantics, Procol Harum Live, The Outlaws, Greatest Hits. Surprised there's no activity on that one. The Haywoods, Western Swing Music, Hank Williams, Porter Wagner, Wells Fargo, Mickey and Sylvia, Marvin Rainwater, Nazareth, The Young Rascals, David Allan Coe, Yellow, David Allan Coe, Argent, TKO, Cold Blood, Eagles, Supertramp, Richard Harris, and the Beach Boys. Sell Brian, Bruce Springsteen for $10. And we're looking for a $25 start on this Black Sabbath. Cover is water damaged. Vinyl's really clean, especially after we've ultrasonically cleaned it. New anti-static. It's good to go, just a little bit damaged. Tracks on Jay Giles. Give me a second on that one. Cindy Jones wants the Young Rascals. Aaron Gardner said he would give $11.99 for Freddie Hubbard. Let me find that. Where are you at, Freddie? Sell that to Aaron Gardner for $11.99. Charlie, Mickey, and Sylvia is $39.99. Fred says he will take the Outlaws and Dylan for $35. Let's see. I would probably sell that for $40. And the Outlaws, we might be a little far apart on that. I'm more at like $55, Fred. Because Dylan was $49.99. The Outlaws was $20. So 40 and 50. Yeah, 55. We might be a little too far apart on that. Or maybe you meant to put 45 instead of 35. Zach Kroll says he'll take the John Hughes box set. Great. I have one left of those. I've got one left because we stressed pretty hard, please no putbacks, but we had a guy a long time ago. He's like, I've got to take a break. Please cancel all my pre-orders. And he had pre-ordered one of these months ago. So that person is the only one we have left. So we have one John Hughes box set left. $179.99. This one sold to Zach. Fred Wink said $45. Newer deal. It's not, I don't consider this one a newer one. It's not the first press. You're looking one with the Claudia. There's usually a picture of this woman here. It wasn't really his girlfriend. It was a girl that they used on this cover without her permission, and they had to recall it. But this is a Columbia 360 stereo label. This is probably a 66, 67 pressing. It's just not a first press. Of course, I've sold that first press for a couple $100 for a nice one. So this isn't a repress. It's still this is probably, you could run the matrix. That's probably still from 66 or 67, I would say. But okay, I'm going to grab a new crate if there's nobody else on that one. Where's the crate we went through earlier? That one. No, that was new arrivals from tonight. Where's the crate? Okay, there it is. John Hughes 70. We got 2 John Hughes sets, Cindy. We have this one that's $179.99, which is the 6LP red vinyl. That's $179.99. I've got one of those left. And then we have the John Hughes 2LP. That's $54.99. Fred, $50. I'll sell you those for $50. Okay, next was... oh, yes, I forgot about Jay Giles. Monkey Island. I probably should just ask Rain which ones you're looking for, because I bet I can find, if you're looking for centerfold or something like that, freeze frame. They're not on this one. But this is Surrender. You're Not the Only One. I Do. Somebody. I'm Falling. Monkey Island. I'm Not Rough. So Good. Wreckage. It has a clipped... It looks like a clipped corner, but looks like they did a pretty bad job, like a cutout. It's a VG $9.99. Fred said sold. Sell both of those to Fred Tanner for $50. Next was Bob McKinney, best price on Nazareth and Argent. Bob, I will say that one for $12. It has somebody's name sticker on the cover. Linda Bennett from Birmingham, Alabama. That was, I'll say that one for $12. And Argent, I'll say that one for $8, which makes $20 for both of them. That was for Bob McKinney if he wants those. $20 for both of those. Okay, I'm about to change out crates. If anybody wants Black Sabbath, no bid, you can buy this for $25, $24.99. Let me put it back in its sleeve. It's got a water damage cover, really clean vinyl. Black Sabbath self-titled is $24.99. First come, first serve on that. Look how scary. Next auction. I'm probably just going to do one at a time for tonight. This is extremely nice. Van Halen 1984. Also been ultrasonically cleaned from the Savannah collection. Original inner sleeve. Van Halen 1984. Really clean copy. $35 start. OG. Van Halen 1984. By the way, I don't know how many people, at least once or twice a year, they'll say, Chad, I've got an upside down Van Halen 1984. I say, no, they were all upside down. $35 start on that. $35, $35, $38. And let's sell Nathan Myers the Black Sabbath for $25. Nathan, you got that. Okay, now let me grab a new crate. I like going through this stuff from like July because it's pretty good records. And we hadn't put them up in a while. So let me grab another one. You want me to hand you this stuff, Tanner? $20 for Bob McKinney. Let me see what's in this. Oh, me. We got big stacks of records here. Let's see. These are from June. Let me do a quick flip through them. June. Yeah, this looks like some pretty good stuff. Let's go through this one. Yeah. Okay, same thing. Buy it now, best offer. Buy it now, best offer on these. So Van Halen's at $35, $35, $38, $39, and $35. Do you still have U2 Zeropa? Let's see here. It's probably in the U bin. Nope, I got one right here. U2 Zeropa. I have at least one more left. They're $36.99. That was my back order price. I just got in 2 more, and they're $38.99. But Nathan, I'll do this one for $36.99. So before I get started on this bin, Van Halen is at $39 with John Miller. Original copy of Van Halen 1984. I've ultrasonically cleaned it. It's nice and ready to go. John Miller has that for $39. Everything in here is buy it now or best offer. Juice Newton. Juice, $9.99. Features her hit song Angel of the Morning. $9.99. The Good Time Pickers, Just Picking. That is sealed, $24.99. Whalen and Company, $24.99 for Whalen. As y'all can see, I'm very negotiable or reasonable, flexible on anything in here. Mark Fallon takes Juice Newton. Nathan Myers did want U2 Zeropa. I need to keep one of those for myself because I used to have an original Euro copy of that, and we sold it that was a long time ago. I sold that on eBay back when I used to sell out of my brother's old bedroom. Roger Miller, Golden Hits. King of the Road and Dang Me, both on there, $9.99. That's in shrink wrap. Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent, Rock of Ages, their finest years, 58 and 56. Gold stamp promo, $19.99. John Miller has Van Halen for $39, going twice, going three times. Going twice, going three times on Van Halen. Music Man, Waylon Jennings. This has the Dukes of Hazzard theme on it. Just them good old boys. $24.99. Music Man. Tammy Wynette, Loves the Answer. That is a sealed copy, $19.99. Kenny Rogers, Gideon, $9.99 for Kenny. Poor Boys, this is $14.99. Ain't nothing in our pocket but love. Poor Boys on the Rare Earth label. Pretty beat up cover. The vinyl looks immaculate. And that was $14.99. Grant Peltzer is at 40 on Van Halen, and John says, I'm out. That must have been his limit. So Grant's got Van Halen for 40. That's now going once, going twice to Grant. Roger Miller was $9.99. Golden Hits. Original Smash label. Chubby Checker and Bobby Rydell, a VG Plus for $9.99. VG Plus, $9.99. Cameo label. Chubby Checker, Bobby Rydell. DC Cab soundtrack. DC Cab soundtrack. VG Plus, $19.99. Gary U.S. Bonds, Peebo Bryson, DeBarge. I will do $8 on this Roger Miller if you want it, Rain. I will do $8 on that one. It's really nice. That's 20% off. The Electric Prunes, Mass and F minor, VG Plus vinyl. VG Plus vinyl, $29.99. Two-tone label, $29.99. Rain says done. Sell Roger Miller for $8. Final call on the Van Halen. Grant Peltzer has that for $40, 1984. Boss Skaggs, Down Two Then Left, $17.99 on that. That's EX on the vinyl. Arlo Guthrie, Running Down the Road, $19.99 for Arlo Guthrie. Here we are again, Country Joe and the Fish, $19.99. If you're watching, don't be afraid to throw something out there. These are, I'm ready. These are obviously for sale. That has the lyric insert with it. But this stuff's been here for almost, well, it's been here almost 6 months now. So, but it's also been stacked up where nobody can look through them here in the store. But at the same time, they'll probably go out into the bins now. I'd rather sell them to y'all right here, right now. So throw out some offers. Willie and the Poor Boys, $29.99. Jimmy Page is on this. That's a nice copy, $29.99. And another Nazareth. This one's called, I think is it just Snaz? It always has that house full down there. Yeah, it's just called Snaz. That is $29.99. The Weather Girls, It's Raining Men, $14.99. And the Wanderers soundtrack. The Wanderers soundtrack, $19.99. Four Seasons, Lee Dorsey, The Shirelles, Benny King. Has Benny King, Stand By Me on it. Dion and the Contours. Mark Fallon says, Country 10, Country Joe McDonald. I will split that with you for $15, Mark. This is really nice. Has the lyric insert with it. $15 on that if you want it. Mark also wants the Weather Girls. Let's go ahead and sell Grant Van Halen before I get about it. Grant Peltzer gets Van Halen for $40. Let me see what else we have over here to auction. We have... there was somebody asked about this in part 1. Mark said done. Sell him Country Joe here for $15. This is an original copy of Queen 2. It has the original inner sleeve. Really nice cover too. And the vinyl on this is very nice. Queen 2. One we don't get too often. Cover always has ring wear. Very dark. And this still has some gloss on it. It's actually not bad at all. Has the original inner sleeve with the lyrics. Looking for a $35 start on that. Queen 2, $35 start on that. And Rob Scheffler said Thin Lizzy. Rob's been asking about that since 7 o'clock. I better put it up for him. Thin Lizzy Fighting. This is a really nice original copy. Original Mercury label. I I've ultrasonically cleaned it. Just has some of that acidic transfer we was talking about. But this is not too bad. This side here is really clean. Thin Lizzy Fighting. I don't get this one too often. I will put this up for a $30 start, Rob. Thin Lizzy Fighting. It's got that one, let's see, Rosalie. That first track's really good, Rosalie. Fighting My Way Back. Rosalie was written by Bob Seger. What else is on here? I got a deluxe edition of this, King's Vengeance, Ballad of a Hard Man. Yeah. I like anything with the name Thin Lizzy associated with it. Phil Lynott. Very good stuff. The boys are back in town. I wish they had they did have a greatest hits available, but it was expensive. They put out a greatest hits last year, but the retail, the MSRP was $60. You know, just unbelievable how expensive that was. Their stuff isn't cheap on new vinyl. Queen is $35. Peter put LP. Peter, I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a typo. I have you down for an LP comment. Maybe you can let me know. Queen 35, Queen 35, Queen 35, Thin Lizzy 30. So we had 3 people bid 35 on Queen. The first one was Summer Brewington. Everybody else is out. Everyone else is out. Summer Brewington. Well, maybe Guy Goodman's at 42. He put 42, but he didn't put, I'm assuming that's for Queen. So I think Guy Goodman's at 42 on Queen. Let's see. Thin Lizzy Fighting is at $30 with Rob Scheffler. Grade EX Plus, almost near mint minus, and a VG Plus cover. Their best LP. Okay, their best LP. Thank you, Peter. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Summer's back in on Queen at 45. So multiple people bidding on Queen. High bid's 45. Thin Lizzy's at 30. Now Luke Mitchell's at 31. OG copy of Balance. The last copy of Van Halen Balance I had, we sold back in February, I think for around $800. They're not cheap. I don't have one, though. They're very rare and very hard to get. Village People, self-titled. Village People is $14.99. Village People Go West is $14.99. Gene Vincent and his Blue Caps, the bop that just won't stop, $14.99. Quiet Lies, Juice Newton, $9.99. Yeah, Van Halen Balance has never been officially reissued. Anything after the last David Lee Roth album, 1984, that's the last album in their catalog that's ever been reissued. When Sammy Hagar came and then anything after, none of those have ever been reissued on vinyl. Therefore, the originals are very expensive, especially ones like Balance from the 90s that was very low production on vinyl. I don't know if that album was ever even pressed in the United States. I think that was maybe an import only. That, Van Halen 3, even OU 812 is expensive. We sell those for over $100 every time. So after 5150, after OU 182, Van Halen albums get exponentially expensive, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Thin Lizzy is at $38 with Luke Mitchell. Queen 2 is at $52 with Summer Brewington. Really nice original copy of that. Okay, this crate is buy it now, best offer. Poco. Poco was $9.99. Tommy Green bought the Van Halen record, I guess. Tommy, how much was it? Was it 400, 600, 800? I know it was somewhere up there. I'm sure he remembers. He has it in his collection. Wet Willie's Greatest Hits is $19.99. Ronnie Dyson, Why Can't I Touch You? $19.99 for Ronnie Dyson. Moody Blues, Sir Lammer is $19.99. Every Which Way But Loose soundtrack is $19.99. The Pridesman, $14.99. $600 for Van Halen Balance. Yep, that's about what one goes for. And it's one of those records, like if you start getting online and you start trying to actually find one, it's really actually hard to find one for sale from a reputable, trusted seller in the United States. It's one of those where, like, a lot of times they'll be like, there's none for sale right now in the United States, which they're referring to eBay and Discogs. And that's what happens. That it's like they don't really come up for sale too often. Thin Lizzy is at $40 with Rob Scheffler. Luke says he's out. This is going once, going twice. Summer Brewington's at $58 on Queen. 58 on Queen, 40 on Thin Lizzy. John Miller said he would give 12 for Wet Willie. Sell that to John Miller for $12. Wet Willie's greatest hits. Mel Tillis, Mr. Entertainer, is $9.99. Bobby V's Golden Greats is $9.99. Hit Parade of Bluegrass Stars. That is sealed. An early star day. $24.99. Jeff McMaster says Prize Man. Did you mean Pride's Men? This one here? Is that what you're referring to? If so, sold. But let me know, Jeff. Summer's back in on Queen at 62. Final call on Thin Lizzy. Wickline, $19.99. Conway Twitty Borderline is $9.99. And the Kindles, Fire at First Sight, $9.99. Jeff McMaster said sold. Pridesmen, $8.99. Sold to Jeff McMaster. Bluegrass Country Memories, Crossroads. That is sealed, $19.99. The Doors, Other Voices. Has some staining on the cover. It's a VG vinyl, $14.99. Promotion, not for sale. On-air purposes and foreplay. A&M's pre-release sampler. This is a sampler from A&M Records. This side has LTD, Tim Curry, Mark Breno, Wick Wakeman. The B-side has Niles Lofgren, Lazy Racer, David Kubanek, and Airwaves. That is $14.99. Waylon 15, Just a Good Old Boy, never doing. This one, I can't believe we still have it, actually. Fred, I'll do $20 on that one. This is like usually an instant seller. Usually an instant seller. I'll do 20. This is a near mint copy with original inner sleeve, by the way. Any Blondie Rapture. That song is on Auto American. We actually may have that. UJ Miller said he'd give 10 on The Door. Sold. Kevin Squires, any Grails tonight? I wish I had a copy of Balance tonight. No, I've got some pretty good stuff still to auction. We hadn't been through our high-end crate in quite some time. We might can do that later if y'all want to. We can do it after this one. The high-end crate is restocked. There's actually stuff laying on top of the high-end crate because there's so much in it. We went through and pulled some on-sale stuff, and just like tonight, I found $200 records in these discount bins. So let's go ahead and sell these two auctions. Thin Lizzy is Thin Lizzy, Rob Scheffler, $40. That's sold, Tanner. We're going to go ahead and do a final call on Queen. I need to give a final call. Just don't need to. Guy says he's out. I think Summer's got it for 62, but we will do a final call. Summer Brewington has this OG copy of Queen 2 for $62. Fred says, I'll do it if you give me a free cleaning on the Dylan. Whew. Let's see. The Titans lost? Is that true? This guy just said Titans lost. I was like, I hope not. The game's been over, hasn't it? Okay. I was about to say, I was about to be like, what? Sell that to Fred for $20. Find that Bob Dylan of his. He bought a copy of Dylan Blonde on Blonde. When we find that, pull that out for him. Okay. Just set it aside. That's it right there. Yeah, I got to clean some more stuff tonight. Okay. Chick Corea Friends, $19.99. OG with Rapture. Okay, Mark, I will try to find one of those tonight if I can. Final call on Queen. Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town is $14.99. Rufus Harley, A Tribute to Courage, $19.99. Chick Corea, The Mad Hatter, $19.99. Ornette Coleman, Science Fiction. That is sealed. Sealed Ornette Coleman, $64.99. Jeremy Steig, Wayfaring Stranger, $29.99. That's in shrink wrap. Thad Jones and Mel Lewis, Consummation. That is sealed, $49.99. Soulful Strings and Concert, $14.99. Biff Rose, $14.99. 10cc. It's a promo copy, $24.99. TCF, If You Want to Sex Me Up, 12-inch single, $14.99. David Sanborn, Heart to Heart, $9.99. Tony Arata, Changes, $19.99. Paul Motan, Conception Vessel, is $14.99. Millie Jackson, An Imitation of Love, $14.99. Introspection, Tijs, I don't know how to say his first name, Tijs. Van Leer, $14.99. Gerald Wilson, Big Band, Moment of Truth, that is sealed, $39.99. Where's Balance? Balance is not here. Somebody asked for a copy, and it's there'll be people hopping on now all night going through old comments thinking I sold a copy. Fred Wink gets 10cc. Mark Fallon, you were second to that. Stray Dog with Chevrolet Song. Stray Dog. Was that an album in here? Stray Dog. Where did you see that at? You might have to elaborate from there. This is a Guess Who album, $24.99. Looks like an envelope. 1010, Astral Taxi, $14.99. Let's Sell Queen to Summer Brewington. That was $62. Summer Brewington gets Queen 2 for $62. C-Train, The Marblehead Messenger, $19.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders, alias Pink Puzz, $14.99. Son of Cactus, the New Cactus Band, $19.99. Christie, Yellow River, that's in shrink wrap, $24.99. Dave Clark, 5, American Tour. This is some stuff from Pennsylvania collection. I can tell because of the shrink wrap and just how nice they are. $12.99. Sea Wind is $14.99. Chase, $14.99. Getting Together, Tommy James and the Shondells, that is sealed, $39.99. The Raspberries, Fresh Raspberries, $19.99. Redbone Potlatch is $19.99. And Paul Revere and the Raiders, Going to Memphis, $14.99. Rain said PR. Paul Revere, maybe, right here. Rain Baird on that one. Bob McKinney on Chase. Bob McKinney gets Chase. Do we want to read through those titles one more time? Fred wants TRASB. Let's see here. TR, Tommy, James, and I'm missing a J there, maybe. Fred Wink says raspberries. Okay, maybe that's what he was after, raspberries. Let me read through those titles. I've only been through those once. Everything is buy it now, best offer. I will put up another auction. I got a Pink Floyd album here. This is the Final Cut. Pink Floyd, The Final Cut. Really clean, original copy. Ultrasonically clean. Vinyl is near mint. Just a standard black inner sleeve, but it is the original gatefold cover. For a black cover, for what it is, really good shape. VG Plus, has a couple wearing spots on it, but it kind of doesn't show them too bad. $25 start on Pink Floyd, The Final Cut. That is a US OG. Mike Langford said he would give 8 for Dave Clark. American Tour here. Sell that to Mike Langford for $8. Fred Wink said he would give 30 for the sealed Tommy James. Sell that to Fred for 30. It is a US 19. Yeah, this is a US 1983. $25 with Mark Fallon. All right, let me read through these titles one more time. The Good Time Pickers, Waylon Jennings, Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent, Tammy Wynette, Kenny Rogers, The Poor Boys, Chubby Checker and Bobby Rydell, DC Cab soundtrack, The Electric Prune, still available, Boz Scaggs, Arlo Guthrie, Willie and the Poor Boys, Nazareth, The Wanderer soundtrack, Village People, Gene Vincent, Juice Newton, Poco, Ronnie Dyson, Moody Blues, Every Which Way But Loose soundtrack, Mel Tillis, Bobby V, Hit Parade of Bluegrass, sealed, Wickline, Conway Twitty, The Kindles, Crossroads, Bluegrass Comp, A&M Sampler, Chick Corea, Rod Stewart, Rufus Harley, Chick Corea, Ornette Coleman is sealed, Jeremy Steig, Thad Jones, Soulful Strings, Biff Rose, TCF, David Sanborn, Tony Arata, Paul Moten, Millie Jackson, I'm going to call that Van Leer, Gerald Wilson was sealed, The Guess Who, 1010, C-Train, Son of Cactus, Christie, Yellow River, that was kind of a one-hit wonder, Sea Wind, Redbone, and Paul Revere. Mark Fallon is at 35 on Pink Floyd. Burt was at 33. Let me grab a new crate. I've got more just like this. A lot of them we hadn't been through in quite some time. Let's see here what we got. What is these? I see. Okay. We have here. Yep. Okay. All right, let me put some of these back here. Kind of mix it up. All right. Next crate. Three Dog Night, Hard Labor. These are all buy it now, best offer. $16.99 for Three Dog Night, Hard Labor. By the way, high bid on Pink Floyd. We have 33, 35, 36, now 37. Now 37. Three Dog Night was $16.99. Boz Scaggs, Slow Dancer, $14.99. Patti Scafalas, maybe Play It Where It Lays, $19.99. Stanley Jordan, Magic Touch, $14.99 for Stanley Jordan. Robin Trower Live, VG Plus, $14.99 for Robin Trower Live. David Allan Coe, Human Emotions, Happy Side, Suicide. That's a VG copy for $14.99. Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, $7.99. Neil Sedaka Sings His Greatest Hits, $9.99. Dean Martin, Gentle on My Mind, $9.99. Heart Touching Songs, Tom Jones, $9.99. Boz Scaggs Silk Degrees. That is a sealed copy, $39.99. Father Abraham and Smurfland. That is sealed, $34.99. The Love Unlimited Orchestra, Let 'Em Dance, $14.99. The Wind and the Line, $19.99. Let's see if I've missed anything. Rich Group. What, Rod Stewart, was that? That was Night on the Town. It didn't have any condition notes. It was $14.99. 36, 37. Let's see. Jeff McMaster, PS, $12.99. PS was this person right here, Patty. Somebody said that's Bruce Springsteen's wife. We're going to sell Bruce Springsteen's wife to Jeff McMaster for $12.99. Any Matchbox 20 or Mad Season left? I have both. Matchbox 20 is $28.99, red vinyl, and Mad Season is music on vinyl, 2LP, $44.99. High bid on Pink Floyd is Mark Fallon for $37. Bert, let me know if you're in or out. Mark Fallon has that for $37, going twice, going 3 times. The Wild Geese soundtrack is $19.99. Play It Again, Sam, starring Woody Allen. That's a soundtrack with Diane Keaton, $24.99. Tanner's grabbing those right now. Mad Season is an exclusive remaster for music on vinyl. Mad Season is Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Screaming Trees, supergroup known as Mad Season. Lane Staley doing some of the lead vocals from Alice in Chains. That's in the M section. $44.99 for that. If you don't have one of those already, you need one of those. Original copies of that are $400 or $500 or more. Well, probably more. I don't know. Original copy of Mad Season above. If you could buy one for $400, I bet you're lucky. A U.S. original, probably so. We had a sealed original one time, I know, that's so close for $800. Mark Fallon for sure wants a Matchbox. I don't have any more new Savannah tonight. No, we're just going back through old records and discounting them unless we go back through a crate another time. There's Matchbox 20, $28.99, red vinyl. I don't think I can get these anymore. I need to order some more. They'll hopefully keep pressing them. They've been pressing 20th anniversary for a while. I have a feeling they may change that SKU and then make it black vinyl, which will probably increase those. Brian Hummel said he would give $10 for Stanley Jordan, sold. And Burt Jordan is back in on Pink Floyd for $39. A Streetcar Named Desire soundtrack. That looks like Robert De Niro, or not Robert De Niro. That looks like Marlon Brando, $19.99. It is $19.99. Mark Fallon said sold. He's also sold on Mad Season. I think I've got you down for Matchbox. Let me know if you want a Mad Season too. Trick or Treat. I do. I have 2 versions of the Trick or Treat soundtrack. I got the one pressed on the one pressed 2,000 of on yellow vinyl for $39.99, and I have the music on vinyl for $39.99 as well. Illinois Jaquette's got it maybe, $14.99. Ahmad Jamal live at the Montreal Jazz Festival, 1985, $19.99. Ahmad Jamal at the Pershing, but not for me, $19.99. BJ4, $19.99. Max Roach Double Quartet, Bright Moments, $14.99. Paul Winter and Paul Haley, Whales Alive, narration by Leonard Nimoy, which was Spock, $19.99. Joe Henderson, Double Rainbow. This is a numbered limited edition. Joe Henderson, $44.99. This is Jimmy Heath, Nice People, $14.99. Anthony Riddle wants a music on vinyl, Trick or Treat. I think I got those. Those were on this crate I set on the floor to start the show, I think. Let me see if I can move some stuff around to go ahead and grab one of those. Nope, not. No. Yeah, there they are. All right. That's sold to Anthony Riddle, Trick or Treat. I've got 2 left in this bin, and I've got a couple set aside that we have on eBay for $50. They're available if anybody wants them. $39.99. Is it Mad Season, the name of the Matchbox 20? Matchbox, no, the Matchbox 20 name of the album is Yourself or Someone Like You. Matchbox 20 is the name of that album. Mad Season is called Above. Mad Season is the group, name of the album is Above. Matchbox 20, the record with the pilot-looking guy on the front, that's called Yourself or Someone Like You. What Trick or Treat do you have? The one I just showed, it was called Fastway. Fastway is the artist, Trick or Treat movie soundtrack. That's the Matchbox album my buddy wanted, Mad Season. Okay, I don't have either one of those then. I got totally confused. I have a Matchbox 20 album I just sold, which is called, let me see that thing again. And then Mad Season is the other thing. I don't think he wants Mad Season or the Matchbox 20. Nocturna soundtrack, $19.99. Yeah, this is called Yourself or Someone Like You is the name of this album. Yeah, this one has Real World, Long Day, 3 a.m., Push, Girl Like That, Back to Good, DAMN, Argue, Cody, Busted, Shame, Hang. That's on red vinyl. That is $28.99, Matchbox 20. And then this is called Mad Season. The name of the album is Above. That's a 2LP music on vinyl. So Mark, just let me know if you want either one of those. We're just going to lay them right over here. This is the Nocturna soundtrack, $19.99. Looks like a woman Dracula. The Last of the American Hobos is $24.99. Five Easy Pieces, Jack Nicholson soundtrack, $19.99. Bob James and David Sanborn, Double Vision, $9.99. Al Jarreau in London is $9.99. Esther Phillips, Confessing the Blues is $14.99. The Best of the Pointer Sisters is $19.99. And Pressure, that is just Pressure, produced by Ronnie Laws, $9.99. El Rey, $14.99. The Zawinul Syndicate is $19.99. And Jimmy Witherspoon is $14.99. Mark says Matchbox is cool. Okay, so he had no interest in Mad Season, but if anybody does want one, we have them available. That is sold to Mark Fallon. Mad Season is $44.99. Mad Season only came in the box set. They're talking about Mad Season, the album from Matchbox 20. It's only in their box set. Quick question for Chad or anyone. Why there are so many versions? Is the one superior to the others? Chris Mike is 20 on Nocturna. I think that's what I had it priced. I think I had it priced $19.99. Yeah, it's priced $19.99, Chris. So do you want to pay a penny more? I'll do that. I think Chris Micus wants that. Let's wrap up Pink Floyd, by the way. It's got buried. Burt Jordan is high bidder on Pink Floyd, The Final Cut at $39. Mark Fallon, you're technically out on this. $39. Burt Jordan has the bid on that. Nocturna is a gatefold. Yes, it's a... These are some records. I recognize these. We bought out a radio station. It's a gatefold. We bought out a radio station's inventory in Murfreesboro right down the road. And they had a big soundtrack collection. This is part of that. Mad Season is sticker price. That's a brand new, that's a new LP. So, let's see here. Frank West, I Hear You Talking, $14.99. Freddie Hubbard, Keep Your Soul Together. As you can see, it was a jazz radio station, so we've hit a little bit of a jazz section here. Freddie Hubbard, Keep Your Soul Together, $34.99. Hiroshima, $9.99. Earl Hines, Live at the Village Vanguard, $14.99. And McCoy Tyner, Just Feeling, $19.99. McCoy Tyner, Fly with the Wind, $19.99. Charles Brown, One More for the Road, $14.99. The original Cleanhead, Eddie Cleanhead Vincent, $24.99. And this is Third World, All the Way Strong, $14.99. Mark Fallon is at $40 on Pink Floyd. Bert says he's out. So, Mark, you have that for $40, going twice, going 3 times. Sell this to Chris Tanner for $15, this Nocturna soundtrack. Somebody asked about Charlie Brown. Zach, there is a Analog Productions, or there's a 2 LP version of that Charlie Brown record. There's all these kind of gimmick covers, green vinyl foil cover, green foil cover, red vinyl. Those all sound pretty good, but there is a 2 LP black vinyl version of that Charlie Brown. I forgot who pressed it. They're not cheap, but that's the best sounding if you're looking purely for music quality. David Sanborn, Close Up, $9.99. Bud Shank, Tomorrow's Rainbow, $14.99. The Best of Woody Shaw is $14.99. Danny Gottlieb, Whirlwind, $14.99. Dizzy Gillespie is $19.99. Dexter Gordon, Nights at the Keystone, $19.99. Dick Gregory, Live at the Village Gate, $14.99. Irby Green, Senor Blues, $14.99. Elvis Costello, this is a VG copy, $12.99. Armed Forces, UK pressing. Rita Coolidge, Love Me Again, $9.99. Roberta Flack is $19.99. Roberta Flack is $19.99. Little Jimmy Dickens, Handle with Care, $9.99. Floyd Kramer, Last Date, $7.99. Willie Nelson, God's Problem Child, that is in shrink wrap, $29.99. Fairly new record. The Who, Quadrophenia soundtrack, VG Plus, $24.99. Loretta Lynn, I Lie, is $14.99. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Stars and Stripes Forever, $29.99. Eric Clapton, Backless, is $34.99. Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds is $19.99. Fleetwood Mac Live is $34.99. And the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, $14.99. Mark Fallon gets Pink Floyd, The Final Cut, for $40. Kyle Morgan says Frank W. Earl Hines, 20. Frank W. Earl Hines. Frank W. and Earl Hines. Where is Earl Hines? Let's see here. I think that started. There's Frank W. Price on Mad Season. Mad Season is the music on vinyl pressing, technically a remaster, $44.99. Let me find that Earl Hines, Kyle. Everything in here is buy it now, best offer. There was the Beach Boys, Fleetwood Mac, Clapton, Loretta Lynn, Nitty Gritty. How much was this? That was $15. And I'm looking for Earl Hines. Yeah, Earl Hines. Okay, sell both of those to Kyle Morgan for $20. Cameron Nance on Mad Season, and I think, yeah, did Mark Fallon. Okay, Mark Fallon wants one too. So I don't think we ever tagged him for one. Mark Fallon does want one of these, and so does Cameron Nance. So 2 Mad Seasons sold, one to Cameron Nance and one to Mark Fallon. Kathy said LL $9.99. LL was Loretta Lynn. Sell that to Kathy for $9.99. Arm Lozelle said 15 on Fleetwood Mac. I will sell that to you for $25. At $25 off, that would be $10 off. Has the original inserts and inner sleeves, it looks like. It does. 2LP Live, Fleetwood Mac. How could you say no? I'm going to go ahead and set it over here in the sold stuff to RM. Anybody else want to make an offer on that before I change crates? I'm almost out of breath. Where's my bottle of water at? There it is. 25 on Fleetwood Mac. We're seeking a copy of Matchbox 20 Mad Season 2. It appears that that album was only released in their box set. So it sounds like Matchbox 20 probably has a box set with their studio albums, and that's probably the only way you can get that. It sounds expensive. That's what I was assuming from Kevin's comment. Luke Mitchell, Ahmad Jamal, $10. Feel free to make offers on anything in here. I know it was mostly jazz, which nothing against that, but which one, Luke? We got at the Pershing or at the Montreal Jazz Festival? Sometimes jazz slows down the show a little bit, kind of like the music, very laid-back music. Any Slayer in the store? I think we only got copies of Repentless, but everything else is sold. I got a Slayer poster. I just got back from my... That is Slayer, isn't it? Yeah. I got a Slayer poster I just got back from my frame shop. It's $200. It's an original copy, or promo poster for South of Heaven. Let's see. At the Pershing. Okay, At the Pershing is sold to Luke Mitchell for $10. Susie, that was $14.99. Let's see. Tinto Punte and Ubi Green bundle. Tinto Punte? Is that stuff that's actually in here? I don't remember reading those names. There's Ubi Green. Who was the Tinto Punte? Where's that at? Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. This is Evis Kenneth. I don't recall saying the name Tito Punte. We have Ahmad Jamal, the Beach Boys, Eric Clapton, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Somebody asked about who here. What was the question on this? Best on who? What's the label on Eddie Cleanhead? I missed both of those comments. There's the label. The best on this, I will do $18 on that. $18 on that. That was for Armazell. Then the other comment was Kyle Morgan, price or label on Eddie Cleanhead. Or Cleanhead. This must be the Punte. Okay, there's that. I'm just now seeing that. Yeah, these jazz albums, you're going to have to, like, describe the cover on some of them. What was I looking for? I've already forgot. Vincent. This right here. The original Cleanhead, Eddie Cleanhead Vincent. It's on a Blind Dutchman Blues Time white label promo. Has that radio station stamp. This cover is beat the heck. It's held together by tape. Vinyl is near mint, $24.99. These radio stations, they do not treat their covers well. They're always beat up and they got stickers all over them. If we still have Repentless, Anthony, I think it's $33.99. Arm Lozelle said the Who sold. This is sold to Arm Lozelle for $18. Irby Green and this. Somebody said my best price on these, $20 for both of them. Who asked about this? I've already forgot. Kenneth Jank. Yeah, Kenneth Jank, $20 for both of those. And Kyle said he would give $18 for this. Sell that to Kyle for $18. I'll take if found. Okay, put Anthony Riddle down for a copy of Slayer Repentless. I will either look for that. Anthony, if I can't find them, I will make. If you want me to order you one, let me know, because I'll probably need to order more. Sell those to Kenneth Jank, both of them for $20. And what was the other one? How much was the Woody Shaw? That was right up front here, I'm pretty sure. Woody Shaw, right here. Best of Woody Shaw is $14.99. $14.99. Best of Woody Shaw. Okay, anybody else before I go through this last crate I got down here on the floor for probably tonight? It looks like the first record looks like Elton John. So Billy Underwood said 10. Sold. All right, moving a lot wrong. We got to pull Susie. Make a note for Susie Redbone. I will have to find that in the last spin. Susie Breedlove, Redbone Potlatch. All right, let's go through this crate. Everything is buy it now, best offer. I hope I didn't miss anybody's comments. There was a lot that came in there all of a sudden. Elton John, don't shoot me. I'm only the piano player. This is about a VG cover. Really nice vinyl, though. That is $16.99. Johnny Lee, Bet Your Heart on Me is $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits. This is a Japanese pressing, I believe. What's going on with this? Yeah, it's a Japanese promo copy. $44.99. Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits. Japanese promo copy. There's the twin, volume 2, white label, Japanese promo copy. $44.99. Linda Ronstadt. Those are going to sound good. George Jones, I Am What I Am. That's $9.99 in shrink wrap with hop sticker. Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, $19.99. No more auctions for tonight. It's gotten late. I still got a half a crate. Here tomorrow we'll resume with auctions. Here's what I have left. Rush, Pink Floyd, Rush, Kiss, AC/DC, Rush, Pink Floyd, Queen, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Rush. And there's some stuff I got stacked up over there. Van Halen, I got Van Halen 5150. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I see 2 more Led Zeppelins. We don't have near as many to go through tonight. So I went through a lot during part 1, but I had like 50 auction records. That's a lot. And we sold half of them in part 1. So Kathy Amos, $7 on George Jones. Sell that to Kathy. I will definitely let everybody know what's left and what we're going to sell tomorrow night. And we're also having to sell most likely on Saturday too. So lots of new vinyl coming in tomorrow as well. Bob James, Foxy, $9.99. The Motels is $9.99. Swanee Sachamanda, $29.99. We have Pink Floyd. I have Wish You Were Here and a copy of Dark Side of the Moon and Adam Hartmother. Those were the 3 we didn't auction. Dark Side of the Moon, Adam Hartmother, and Wish You Were Here. The Tatum Solo Masterpieces. Art Tatum, $19.99. This is 1 p.m., 1999. No, AM. AM, PM, maybe. What's the name of this? The name of the artist is 1 p.m., and I think the name of the album is called PM. Wow, that's confusing. $19.99. Nashville soundtrack, that is sealed, $39.99. Little Milton's Greatest Hits. These are all buy it now, best offer. Little Milton, $19.99. History of Rhythm and Blues, Volume 2 is $14.99. Graham Parker, Another Gray Area, $14.99. Adam, If Isn't in Black Shrink. No, Wish You Were Here. I've only ever had 1 copy of Wish You Were Here in the black shrink wrap, and that is still in my collection. That's very difficult to find. Risky Blues, various artists. This is a blues compilation on the King label, $24.99. Tommy Flowers said he'd give $12.99 for Milton. Sold, Little Milton. I really don't want to auction anything else unless I see multiple people saying they're interested in a certain record that I mentioned. Then we may put it up for auction. Otherwise, it's not an auction. It's just one person. Jimmy Cliff, Reggae Night. That is $14.99. Jeff McMaster says he would give $9.99 for 1 p.m. Sell that to Jeff McMaster. Justin Wilson, Not for Cajuns Only, Volume 2, Going Fishing, $14.99. Fair and Young, 20 Greatest Hits, $9.99. John Travolta is a VG Plus, $9.99. The Best of Fair and Young, $9.99. Talk About Hits, Fair and Young, $9.99. George Jones, Take Me, $9.99. Both Lindas. Guy, these are absolutely pristine. They're Japanese quality. I think you know what to expect from that. I mean, they're dead mint. Sell those to Guy Goodman, $65 for both of those. Jeff McMaster on JT. That was John Travolta. Sell that to Jeff McMaster. The Singing Cowboy, Rex Allen, $9.99. Kathy said $7 for George Jones, Take Me. Sell that to Kathy for $7. The Statler Brothers, Entertainers On and Off the Road, $9.99. Jerry Lee Lewis, Hall of Fame Hits Volume 1, sings the country music, $9.99. Nat King Cole, As Many Splendid Things, $9.99 for Nat King Cole. T.G. Shepherd, Perfect Stranger, $14.99. Guest stars of Hee Haw, $9.99. The Dave Clark 5, Satisfied with You, $19.99. Let's see. Pink Floyd, Adam Hartmother. Let's see what we got here. This is an interesting version because it actually has Adam Hartmother written on the cover. SMAS 382. I'll get this one started. This is a nice one. Yeah, this is a nice copy. Near mint minus on the vinyl. I've ultrasonically cleaned it. This is a really nice cover too. $45 start on this. Pink Floyd, Adam Hartmother. That's a nice copy. $45 start on that. Pink Floyd, Adam Hartmother. $45 start on that one. I have a feeling somebody will easily say, yep, Mark Fallon. Nice record. So y'all usually can talk me into an auction. That's a nice copy. Tommy Flowers said $5.99 for Hee Haw. Sell that to Tommy Flowers for $5.99. Mark's at $45 on Adam Hartmother. Kyle's at $48. A Spencer Davis Group product. Golago. $24.99 for Spencer Davis Group. Whitney Houston featuring Bobby Brown, Faith Evans from the soundtrack The Preacher's Wife. $19.99. Whitney Houston, some kind of 12-inch single. Herbie Mann, Turtle Boy. Turtle Bay. I was about to say boy. Turtle Bay, $14.99 for Herbie Mann. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2. This is a VG copy, $19.99. VG copy, $19.99. Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Carole King, Rhymes and Reasons is EX, $12.99. Wet Willie, Which One's Willie? Is a VG Plus, $14.99. Martha and the Vandellas Greatest Hits, VG Plus, $12.99. That's also from that radio station. Martha Dancing in the Streets, Love is Like a Heat Wave. Nowhere to Run, VG Plus, $12.99. I know we got a couple Georgia fans on here. Is that like a thing at in Athens they played Nowhere to Run? I think it was like if they stopped us on third down, they keyed up that song 2 or 3 times. Martha and the Vandellas, Nowhere to Run, Nowhere to Hide. That must be a thing there. I mean, they even was playing like, I think some clips of like the music video on the Jumbotron a couple times. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. You don't hear that played a lot in football stadiums, but that's a pretty good song to play after a third down stop. Nowhere to Run. Great song. VG Plus, $12.99. So Adam Hartmother, Mark has bid 45 and 47. Kyle Morgan's at 48. I have a copy of Adam UK. This appears to be, yes, this is a U.S. pressing. This is a U.S. pressing, very clean too, Adam Hartmother. That is Kyle Morgan at $48. Dynasty Young, Desert Moon, VG, $9.99. The first edition, 69. Kenny Rogers in the first editions, VG Plus, $14.99. Mark Fallon's back in on Adam Hartmother at 50. J.J. Cale, special edition. This is the best of J.J. Cale, After Midnight, Cocaine, Crazy Mama. A VG copy for $14.99. Wow. How did that not sell the first time? It is in VG. It's got the hop sticker. J.J. Cale, though. Kevin Kubina on the first edition. Sold out to Kevin. The classic Alberta Hunter, the 30s. That is VG Plus $14.99. Mark Fallon got J.J. Cale. Mark Fallon also has Adam Hartmother. Kyle, you're out. Adam has that for 50. Or excuse me, Adam. Mark has that for 50. Kyle, you're out. Going once, going twice. All right, let me read back through those titles right quick. Let me step over here, though, for a second. Oh, my nose. All right. Kyle's out on Pink Floyd. Kyle's out on Pink Floyd. Mark has that for 50, going twice, going 3 times. Let me go back through this bin. If you want prices, let me know. This is a great time to capitalize. People's always want on sale. This is basically on sale. And you can determine the price as long as I agree to it. Elton John, Johnny Lee, Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, Bob James, The Motels, that was a 12-inch single, Swanee Sachamanda, Art Tatum, Nashville soundtrack, History of Rhythm and Blues Volume 2. This has artists such as Ray Charles, the Clovers, the Five Keys, the Drifters, the Ruth Brown, the Diamonds. Graham Parker, Risky Blues, that's a blues compilation. Bull Moose Jackson, the Dominoes, Wynonie Harris, Eddie Lockjaw Davis. Which Motel song? Create a second time. I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Didn't I go through the last? The Motels, Shame. It's a promo copy. And Shame, 33 1/3 RPM. Promo copy, $9.99. Kyle says he would give $17 for the blues comp. Sold. Kyle Morgan, $17. Let's go ahead and sell Pink Floyd. Mark Fallon says, big night for him. You did slip on and get some big records. Anthony Miller said CP and DG for 10. CP, Dizzy Gillespie. This one right here for 10. Sell that to Anthony Miller for $10. Sold. Jimmy Cliff, Reggae Night. Justin Wilson. I'm pretty sure I went through that last crate a second time. Jimmy Witherspoon, Charles Brown. Yeah, I read through those a second time. But I can a third too if I need to. Is Jimmy Cliff an LP or an EP? This is a Reggae Night and Reggae Night. It's a 12-inch single, $14.99. Fair and Young, the best of Fair and Young. Talk About Hits, Fair and Young. Rex Allen, the Statler Brothers, Jerry Lee Lewis, Nat King Cole, T.G. Shepherd, Dave Clark 5, Spencer Davis Group, Whitney Houston, Herbie Mann, Bob Dylan, Carole King, Wet Willie, Martha and the Vandellas, Dennis DeYoung, and the classic Alberta Hunter. Okay, let me read titles in that last bin. I will do that. If you want prices on any of these, let me know. Let's see. We got Bob Dylan 11, Wet Willie for 8, 11 and 8, sold and sold. Who was first on that? That was Luke Mitchell, 11 on Bob Dylan. That's a 2 LP. And 8 on Wet Willie, Dale Sanders. Okay? This looks like a promo copy. All right, let's go back through these. I'll just read titles. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Three Dog Night, Boz Scaggs, Robin Trower, David Allen Coe, Helen Reddy, Neil Sedaka, Dean Martin, Tom Jones, Boz Scaggs, that was sealed. Father Abraham, Love Unlimited Orchestra, The Wind and the Line, The Wild Geese, Play It Again, Sam, that was a soundtrack. Streetcar Named Desire soundtrack. Illinois Jaquette, BJ4, Max Roach, Paul Winter, Paul Haley, Whales Alive. That's a narration by Leonard Nimoy. Joe Henderson. This is a, what did I say this was? That's not my, what's that say? Jimmy Heath, Nice People. Anthony Miller said he would get 5 for that Jerry Lee Lewis country music. Let's pull that for $5 right here. Sell that to Anthony Miller for $5. Did the Transparency LP from Zappa sell earlier? From the new arrivals, I don't think so. Last of the American Hobos, the 5 pieces. We're into some soundtracks here. Back to some jazz. Bob James and David Sanborn, Al Jarreau in London, Esther Phillips, the best of the Pointer Sisters, Pressure, Zawinul Syndicate, Jimmy Witherspoon, Freddie Hubbard, Hiroshima, McCoy Tyner, Charles Brown, Third World, David Sanborn, Bud Shank, Danny Gottlieb, Dizzy Gillespie, Dexter Gordon, Dick Gregory, Live at the Village Gate, Elvis Costello. Let me stop there. Streetcar, that was right in here somewhere. Where are you? This is A Streetcar Named Desire. Vinyl appears to be near mint minus, really clean. This is from the radio station, so there's a little bit of sticker residue where a catalog number was. And back here too, that's 1999. Blondie, appreciate the extra. I will be on the lookout for that. Anthony Miller said he would give 7 for the Hobo, Last American Hobo. Sell that to Anthony Miller for 7. I want to see Three Dog Night, both Boz Scaggs, Robin Trower, David Allen Coe. Okay. Let me first go to McCoy Tyner while that's fresh in my memory. Price on the first one here, Just Feeling, is $19.99. So we have Fred Wink on Three Dog Night. He said both Boz Scaggs. That's this one and the sealed one. Robin Trower and David Allen Coe. That's all right here together. Let's see here. There's the other Boz Scaggs. What was I looking for? Yeah, that was what I was looking for. All right, sell this Streetcar to Guy Goodman for $10. So Boz Scaggs was sealed. Sealed copy of that, $39.99. David Allen Coe was a VG copy, $14.99. Robin Trower was a VG Plus, $14.99. The other Boz Scaggs, $14.99. And Three Dog Night was $16.99. I'm thinking 10, 10, 10, 10, and I'll do 20 on that. If you're wanting like a bundle deal, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, that's $60. See the cover on Three Dog Night. It's got the Band-Aid covering up the hard labor. So $60 on all those. I marked off quite a bit on those, Fred, if you decide you do want all those. McCoy Tyner bundle, $30 for both of them, Chris. That's $10 off. 15 and 15. The other one's called Fly with the Wind, near mint on Milestone. And then I got up here to Elvis. Let me lay those out just in case. I got up here to Elvis Costello. We also got Rita Coolidge, Roberta Flack, Little Jimmy Dickens, Floyd Kramer, Willie Nelson, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Eric Clapton, the Beach Boys, and Ahmad Jamal, live at Montreal. He says, pull out the Three Dog Night, and he would do 50. Sell that stack there to Fred for $50. And Chris says he'll take both McCoy Tyners. That was 30 for both of those. So 50 and 30. Those last records up front here one more time was Three Dog Night, Ahmad Jamal, the Beach Boys, Eric Clapton, Nitty Gritty, Willie Nelson, Floyd Kramer. How about an Eric Clapton, just absolute blowout. This has got a clip corner. It is a first press because it has the gold foil on Eric Clapton backless. I will do, let's see, this is $34.99. It's got a clip. I thought it had a clip corner. Yeah, up here. And this was $19.99. $30 for both of these. Clapton and Clapton. This isn't really, this is called Springboard. It's like an off-label. It's not an unofficial, but it's like a compilation with the Yardbirds, but it's not, it's kind of like on a budget label. So $30 for both of those. Mark Fallon, it was priced $16.99. I had it in his bundle deal for $10. I'll sell it to you for the same price if you want it. Anthony said he would give $5 for Little Jimmy Dickens. Sell that to Anthony for $5. And if anybody decides they want that's like buy one, get one free, and $5 off on the two Claptons for that $30. They're available. Let's see. Several things just came in. Luke Mitchell said he would give 12 for Willie. Luke, I would take 20 for that. I've got $29.99 on it. I hadn't checked that in a while, but I will do $20 on that. Wayne, if that Zappa was from tonight, I'll have to check. If it's from tonight, I don't know if I want to discount it too much. I really can't remember where that was. Boy, we had some great records tonight that didn't sell. Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Genesis. I see the Babies, ZZ Tops, Yeses, Aerosmiths. Let me try to find that. Write down Wayne Titsworth Transparency, $35. I will try to find that, Wayne. Mark, the Atom you bought was near mint, minus on the vinyl. Really nice cover, too. It was better than VG Plus. He said he will take Three Dog Night for $10. Chris Micah says he'll take both the Claptons for $30. And I think we're caught up now. And Luke, if anybody else decides they want that, if Luke passes, $20. So let's see here. Let me set this off to the side. Let's go through. Here's a crate I was just flipping through. Fred says he bought the Zappa. It may have sold. Zappa Transparency. We sold several Zappas tonight. Let's see. We've got Gamma 2. This is new arrivals from tonight that didn't sell. John Denver, Chicago, Scarlet, Montrose, Roy Gallagher, Neil Young, the Eagles, Moody Blues, Genesis, Led Zeppelin 3, $44.99. Really nice copy of that. It has like the original Matrix or the original run out, but it has a repress label. Black Sabbath, Pure Prairie League, Foghat, The Who. There's some stuff in here that usually is gone right away. Little Feat, The Beatles, W.C. Fields, Moody Blues, Pink Floyd. That's a pristine copy of Uma Gooma for $64.99. The Beach Boys, the Allman Brothers Greatest Hits, Pat Metheny, and Ted Nugent. That's like some stuff I can't believe. So the next comment in order was Fred Wink said Babies 10. I'll have to, where was that at? And then Brian Hummel says, what Led Zeppelin? Brian, I've got a copy of Led Zeppelin 3. Like I said, it has all the Matrix of the OG presses, but it has that repress label, but it's technically a reissue still. That's $44.99. Near mint vinyl, really nice cover. Mark Fallon, same question almost. Led Zeppelin and Genesis. We have Genesis Wind and Weathering, yellow Atco label. This was $24.99. Did you have a CCR, a Wheel and the Poor Boys, and PB? I haven't had much CCR tonight, if any. What was PB, though? Fred said he would give 20 for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. What did I have these priced? These are $19.99 each. I can't sell both of those for 20. Plus, these are new arrivals. But let me see what's in that other bin. Let me grab, let's see here. What's in this one? Condense a lot of this. Price on Brothers and Sisters, that was $34.99. Has some writing right here. Gatefold original, really nice vinyl. Let's see. Poor Boy. Oh, Wheel and the Poor Boys. No, I haven't had one of those tonight that I can think of. I'll do 35 for Gamma 1, Gamma 2, and Babies crate before this one. Crate before. Was there a Babies album in that last crate? Let's see here. Willie, Ahmad Jamal, Beach Boys. I think I was reading off this one. This is a record from the night that didn't sell. Union Jacks. So 15, and I'll do 15, 15, 30. That'd be $40. Fred, I'll do $40 for Gamma 1, Gamma 2, and this Babies album. $40. Allman Brothers. Let's see here. There's Gamma 2. Where was Gamma? I hadn't found Gamma 1, yet. Let me just lay that out. Pat Metheny, Robert Palmer, ZZ Top, Jethro Tull, Aerosmith, Blue Oyster Cult, Black Sabbath, Brownsville Station. These are new arrivals from tonight. Bad Company, Dave Loggins, Ian Hunter, Steely Dan, Janis Joplin, Ted Nugent, Alan Parsons, The Police, Ted Nugent, Pretenders, The Beatles, Ted Nugent, Genesis, Simple Minds, that's Alive and Kicking. Styx, there's Gamma 1, so I think that's all of them. Yeah, sell all these here to Fred for $40, those 3 records. Styx, Nazareth, Frank Zappa, The Police, and Styx. And this Zappa was ship arriving too late. That's all new arrivals. If you want prices on any of those, they're going to be right here. I'm just going to flip through them. I can actually go through them pretty fast. Let's see. ZZ Top, how much? It was $34.99. $34.99. $29.99 for Brothers and Sisters. I'll go ahead and do that. That was Allman Brothers. Yeah. ZZ Top was, I think any ZZ Top album tonight was $34.99. That sold to Chris Ferrara, $29.99. Nice copy. Ramblin' Man. That first song is really good. Wasted Words. Southbound. Jessica. Come and Go Blues. That's some great stuff. Sabotage is $65. Simple Minds is a single. Yes, $14.99. Here's another crate. Really good new arrivals from tonight. Joe Walsh, Pat Metheny Group, ZZ Top, Triumph, April Wine, Frank Zappa. This one's called Transparency. $34.99. Is that what Wayne wanted? I think. Do you have a Wayne? Yeah, Wayne. This is $34.99. Is that what you said? Yeah, I'll make sure on that. That's a nice copy. We have Frank Zappa Studio Tan. That's Genesis Nursery Crime and Foxtrot, a 2-in-1. Yes, Drama. Sting, Dream of the Blue Turtles. Yes, 90125. John Lennon, Double Fantasy. This one has Beautiful Boy and Watching the Wheels on it. Wayne says this is the one he wants. Okay. Dwayne Gregg. Yes. Locals. They went to school, college, whichever, here at the Castle Heights Military Academy for a while. In some of the yearbooks, there's pictures of them. I'm always looking at yard sales and estate sales trying to find if they signed anybody's yearbook. Abbey Road. Bob Seger. Todd Rundgren, Santana, Janis Joplin, REO Speedwagon, Jethro Tull, London Town, Bachman Turner, Led Zeppelin 4, Cheap Trick, and The Cars. Candy-O still available. Zappa, a double LP. That was not a double LP. Or was this Zappa? Or are you asking about Studio Tan? Studio Tan is the only one still available in this crate. It is standard inner sleeve, $29.99. $29.99 on that. Don says, I'll take. Well, first of all, Wayne may want this. Fred asked second. And then if anybody wants that, it's $29.99. Let's see here. Well, we've almost went through all the new arrivals the second time. This is the last batch. This is the last batch here. Let's go through these. Don wanted transparency. Okay, Wayne had already asked about that earlier, so that was sold to him. Brent said he would do $27.99 on Tres Hombres. Let's find that. I'm going to go ahead and... Somebody asked about that earlier, so what I usually do, if somebody else is interested or somebody else asked, I told them a price. If they pass, it's sold to Brent Rabley for $27.99. Fred Wink said sold. That was on Studio 10. Let me make sure Wayne doesn't want it. Wayne, if you were passing on this other Todd or this other Frank Zappa. Okay. Yeah, Transparency was $34.99, Wayne. It was a single LP. So that means this one here is sold to Fred. Okay, that leaves this crate here. The last batch of new arrivals tonight. We was able to go through all these twice. Aerosmith, the Guess Who. And I'm surprisingly discounting a few dollars. So take advantage of that. Nazareth, Santana, John Denver, Frampton, Yes, ZZ Top, Pat Metheny, BLT, John Denver, the Scorpions, Pat Metheny, Carlos Santana, the Police, ZZ Top, Billy Joel, and Peter Gabriel. So that's what's in there. Peter Gabriel, Billy Joel, ZZ Top. Get the camera where you can look at it. The Police, Carlos Santana, Pat Metheny, the Scorpions, John Denver, BLT, Pat Metheny, ZZ Top, Yes, Frampton, John Denver, Santana, Nazareth, Aerosmith, Guess Who, Aerosmith, Cars, Cheap Trick, Led Zeppelin, BTO. That's a good crate. That looks like a crate that we've never been through before. That was the third time tonight. Well, we emptied up a lot of crates, though. Right, Tanner? And the only thing I really didn't go through twice was the new vinyl. And I have one crate of that if anybody's interested in seeing that. Fred, the Scorpions, I can't go that low on that one. Probably 35 on the Scorpions. And I have a feeling I've already sold maybe one or two of these to you. But if you want a second or third, I will gladly sell a second or third to you. Maybe I haven't, but that's I'll do 35 on that. That's a nice copy. All right. Let me go through. Let me just read through these titles. If you missed some of this new vinyl, there's still a couple MoFi pressings in here. The first Santana was $19.99. Rich, you're always like 8 minutes behind, so it's always hard for me to go back and find them. This Santana here is $19.99. Blues for El Salvador, if that's the one you're asking about. We've got Golden Earring. I thought Wayne was going to buy one of these. I've got one left. The Greatest Christmas Songs of the 21st Century. That's a new arrival, $44.99 for Music on Vinyl. Golden Earring, $54.99. You Know We Love You. These are limited to 5,000. And look, we got number 15 still available. $54.99. Pronounced Leonard Skinner, $38.99. Megadeth is $38.99. Simon and Garfunkel is $49.99. Foreigner is $49.99. Those are both new MoFi pressings. Reggae Power is $38.99. Blind Melon is $38.99. Star Wars, $44.99. We still have the excellent Dire Straits Love Over Gold, $69.99. 2LP MoFi, 45 RPM. Huey Lewis, $44.99. The new Champion Jack Dupree, Music on Vinyl, Gold Vinyl, $38.99. And Queen is $36.99. The other Santana, all those are sticker price. So Golden Earring is $44.99. Those are all sticker price. Let me find the other. It was probably $19.99 as well. Let me see if I can. Oh, probably this one, the Caravan Sorry. The Caravan Sorry. Yes, that is $19.99. Yes, I think Wayne does want Transparency. Wayne, let me know if you don't want that one. He asked about it. I'm pretty sure he wanted it. He was just curious the price and everything. Debbie Blair on Foreigner. I now have one of those left. Foreigner is a MoFi pressing. It is analog master to DSD, and then of course cut back here on analog to vinyl. $49.99. MoFi pressing of that. And I've got one left. So, is that red vinyl? Yes, this is limited and numbered music on vinyl. This is limited to 1,000. This is number 626. Red vinyl 2LP, $44.99. What I do, 15. I will say Santana for 15. Sell that to Rich Group for $15. Anybody else? Brent was curious on high-end band. Brent, can you tune in tomorrow? Because I will tell everybody. I will. Maybe you don't want me to tell everybody. We'll go through the high-end bin tomorrow. It's been restocked. When it gets that full, it's time for me to start slashing some prices. So high-end bin, we'll do a purge of that tomorrow night or Saturday night. We'll start discounting stuff. Chris said sold on golden earring. I'll get more of those if anybody else wants one. But yeah, we'll stop there for tonight. I think all of our new vinyl can be condensed down into one bin. We have all of our new vintage stuff we've shown tonight in like a bin and a half, so we've sold a lot. I still got all of our auction stuff too. I still got most of the Rush albums, more Pink Floyd, more Led Zeppelins to auction. So we'll resume with that tomorrow night. Same time, 7 o'clock. Lots of new vinyl coming in. It's 10 till midnight now, so tomorrow we'll start at 7. We tried it last time to start at 6. Was that last Thursday night show? Just hard for us to do that, even with us closing at 5 o'clock now. Just takes a while to get everything set up, priced, and all that. Can you check my messenger message? I will. I don't personally. I will check it if you want me to, but I will. I will look at it. If you send a message to CollectCo, that's most likely Josh replying. He's a full-time employee here. He does all of our invoicing, messaging. He's probably watching right now. Sometimes I'll catch some things. I'll see something pop up. I'll accidentally open it. So I'll go ahead and reply. But he will probably be here. He works in stores on Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's when we really try to get all of our invoicing knocked out, corrections and all that. But so yeah, there's a lot of people with access to our messenger, but only 2 or 3 of us really reply. So some people think they're messaging me. They'll message my personal page and be like, will you please check my message? And I'm like, I don't even know. I hadn't actually been on inbox in 2 days, so I don't know what's going on. I barely can keep up with selling all this stuff. So, but yes, we will check that. Okay, anybody else? Thank you, Luke and Bert and Susie and everybody that said good night. Fred, Guy. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. If we start early, I will try my best to let everybody know. But you should see a notification around 7 o'clock. Thanks, and